Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm gonna play some Frostpunk, and I think this will be a lengthy stream. I'm gonna start. It's 2 p.m. in my area, and I'm gonna do it until 5 or something like that. I'm gonna try and go through all the story, and soon I'm gonna go through all of the DLCs. So practically the expansions are with the Seasons Pass, the Rifts, the Last Autumn, and On the Edge. And now there's available a new home. This is the main introductory part of the game. The Arcs, the Refugees, the Fall of Winter Home, the Last Autumn, and On the Edge. These are all the story modes that you can see available in the game. And Endless mode. Endless mode has 3 type of building. So there's Serenity. This is like you are new to this kind of games, you just want to build around and just do your stuff, nobody bothers you, is pretty okay and it's easier. The Builders, this is the building of the generator first. You have to build the generator in order to get the heat. And then Endurance, this is for survivalists. This is only for the people who actually played the game more than, let's say, 100 hours, 200 hours. They really know the mechanics of the game, and they can recover quickly from any kind of weather storm, problem with the bitter cold, with the people getting sick too fast, not having food quite enough, stuff like that. I will go for the story mode for now. I will not go into endless mode. I will do the story one by one by turn. Enjoy the movie first.
We roam the still, cold world. No horizon in sight.
I really love these movies.
The rulers of
The CGI is top notch for me.
stripped with pride and glory.
The story.
It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We lost our world to snow. And with it, our last traces of humanity.
Sure, will do.
We bid farewell to plenty. And for those who remained, came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward.
Thanks for the follow, Watery Economy.
Step by step. We knew the cost of our journey. And we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
These trailers always kind of give me the chills, you know, the goosebumps. I love this game. This is my favorite game ever. Every time I watch the trailer, it's the same sensation and the same story immersion. So we need to get the generator working. It provides heat and power to the other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. We have to do some coal and start the generator. So first I'm gonna save because it's gonna be easier next time. If I start this from scratch, I'm gonna start from day one directly without the CGI and everything. Okay, you can pause the game. You can do normal game speed, fast game speed, and very fast game speed. I never recommend very fast game speed. You're gonna lose a lot of time. You're gonna lose a lot of management during the cold days. Let me bump up the volume a little bit for the music, because the music is awesome in this game. Let's go with 4. And that should be enough. So first let's organize it. I've paused the game, so now we'll go to the book of laws, and we have here different paths we can take. Usually it depends on the map that you're playing. So for this instance, this is the first map. This is gonna be easier than the other ones. Usually I go with child labor in the most tough ones, but this time I'm gonna go with child shelters, because child shelters will go into medic apprentices or engineer apprentices, depending on what you need most of them. If you go with child labor, save jobs, you're only gonna do the basic stuff, and then you're gonna get to child labor, all jobs. But if you do this, there's a high possibility that while they're working into the mines or working on anything that requires a sophisticated mechanism, they will get injured. They can get injured, they can get caught into the machines, and they can die. So first I'm gonna go with I think soup. Let's go with radical treatment. Radical treatment, if he's severely ill and he needs to be cured as soon as possible, they're gonna try anything on that person. This is the way that you can treat people that are severely ill, or you can choose from sustain life. Sustain life just puts you into a home and you're just a burden on the society. You don't actually contribute with anything, you don't do anything. You just stay there and eat food, and you're becoming a burden for your town. I'm gonna go with radical treatment, because after you put in a point in this, you can go back, and you have to wait a while until you can do anything again. You can go for the care house. This will be the best place that you can go if you are severely ill or having a prosthetics or anything like that, or overcrowding. This is the overcrowd beds in the medical tents. Extra rations for the ill. This is pretty good if you can afford to spare the food needed for the extra ill. This will get them recovering faster. And the last one that you can go down, triage. I never go for triage. Triage is only as a last resort. You have like 2/3 of the population sick. You need people getting back to work right now, and you go with triage. But triage kills you 1/3 of the people. So if you have 100, 33 sounds kind of bad when you kill 1/3 of the population. Nobody's gonna work in your town anymore, since the total population of your town it's also made out of children. So if children don't work, let's say you have out of those 100, you have 12, 20 at most, 20 children. From 20 children, those will not work as well. So you're not gonna actually kill 33. You can actually kill like 50% of your entire production. So that wouldn't be a good choice. And I'm rambling and I'm going too far with the explanation. So let's get back to the game. Once we got the footing and we know where each of the resources are. So this is steel, this is coal, steel, this is wood, and these are the main resources of this game. So coal, wood, steel, and steam cores, but steam cores you're gonna see a little bit later. The raw food and food rations are kinda separate because they are obtained some other way than just going to here and assigning some people. I'm gonna show you how to assign people now. So you go to the wood crates. Let's take the closest ones. Yeah, this should be pretty good. This is good too. So there's minus 20 degrees. You can see a map of the actual heat in here. These are the people that are gonna work for you. As long as you keep them stable and not sick or hungry or any other situation, they will keep working for you and helping you develop your society. Okay. A very important thing that you can do, it's a gathering post. Once the temperature drops, you can always go with a gathering point that has a base heating level 1. So that's gonna increase your heating in that specific building. You're gonna see here that it's gonna drop 2 levels. When it's gonna drop 2 levels, it's gonna be too cold for the people to just come here, take the crate, go back through the snow, back and forth. And if they go directly here to the gathering point, I can put one here and they will only gather to this building. So it's a pretty useful thing that you can do. The first day always is the best to just gather resources. Don't build anything during the day. Usually the building takes place at night, but leave your people some rest. So I'm gonna go with the buildings to the right side. I'm gonna do them little by little. Let's see how much wood I have. 30. Okay, I will build at night this time. So let's get wood. Wood is the most important resource that you can have in this game. Wood crates. But what I'm still gonna build is gonna be very important is technology. Technology is one of the most important stuff that you cannot ignore. Whatever you do, you cannot ignore technology. I'm gonna put it here. Okay, if I put this building first here, everybody is gonna come and build this because this is the first instruction that I gave them. The instructions are always given in the sense that I put a building here, they're gonna gather here. So if I put some people here, for example, first, because I assigned people here first, they're gonna go to this pile and after the day is off, they will build this. But since I have 50 out of 80, a lot of people will be available to build this. I put here some people, 15. The next 10, because workers you can only assign 10 to a building, are gonna come here, and then the rest of the population that I have left will work with whatever I'm gonna give them forward, moving forward. So let's see. I'm gonna assign them to gather stuff. Okay, wood, and wood. I'm also gonna gather some coal, as this is the main mission. Turn the generator on, stockpile some coal. In the day, you don't have to start up the generator if you are at 20 degrees. As you can see, the temperature in this building is comfortable. So it's gonna be perfect. There's nothing more that you can do for it. But in this one, let's say, it's gonna be chilly. It only depends on the people working and what they do. Okay, let's assign I assigned all the people. Let's say I'm gonna take some people from here and put them get call. Let's at least get the 200, and then I'm gonna assign those people to something else. So everybody is assigned to do something. It's 0 out of 80. I'm gonna build this, and as soon as possible I'm gonna assign 5 engineers for this to work. The discontent is proving a little bit controversial as I used this with radical treatment, because it's from invasive surgery to amputations. So amputations are kind of bad for your society, since they can't do anything. And they are afraid of taking their legs. Okay, this has started building. I have 100 raw food, and I will need pretty soon to build a cookhouse. The most important thing right now, and the most urgent thing, is to start up the research and also give homeless people something to do, and getting them to a house. 10. So I have 80. One of these give you, okay, 1 second while I put on pause. So I need 80 wood for the buildings to be constructed. I'm gonna assign now engineers. Five engineers. I'm gonna do a new research. Steam hub, heaters, beacon. Okay. So I can go multiple ways. I can go with the beacon. I can go explore the frozen lands. I can go with faster gathering and industrialization, or I can go with increasing the actual living conditions of the people that I currently have. Since I have 80 people, I'll start with faster gathering first. Okay, now the time is running a little bit slowly. In real time this goes pretty fast, like you can see the people start working at 8 and they stop at 6. Okay, I have 83. I'm gonna put some homes. I'm gonna already schedule them, but I'm gonna put them on pause until they finish with everything they had to do so far. Okay, 2, 3. You can see the grid when you're moving around. I'm gonna show you closer. You can see the grid that is showing you exactly where you can put multiple buildings binded together to save space and to be as organized as you can be. Okay, let's put. So I have 5. This is 5, and let's say I'm gonna keep a little bit of space for something that's gonna come pretty soon. I'm gonna show you when we're gonna do it then. Okay, 3, 7, and let's go with 8. here. Okay, I'm gonna need some wood at some point. Probably not much, 10 wood or something like that. Any house that you can bind to the main ring generator is gonna have power and also heat. The heat is gonna be sent over to the outer rings through some devices. You're gonna see soon. So I'm gonna get a street. They cannot function without a street, the houses. I'm gonna do a circle around. And now everything is under construction. But they will not construct anything until they get to the 6 o'clock. The most important thing for me at the moment is to have medicine, to have research, and also to have a place to live. This is the most important incipient part. I'm gonna do a medical post now. One second while I check how is the volume on the stream. Just 1 second, please. Okay, so from what I've seen, the music is a little bit loud. I'm gonna lower the volume just a little bit. I'm gonna go with 4. And I'm gonna lower it to 3. Family torn apart. After we built the workshop, she said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join on the first scout team. Okay. Since I have a lot of wood income, I'm gonna lower this and I'm gonna put them work in the coal pile so I can have more coal. This coal, okay. I have to stockpile as much coal as I can to get through the night, at least for today. The day it's almost up and I need to hurry up with the coal a little bit. And the technology is going well so far. The medical post is gonna be built soon. I'm also gonna need a hunter hut. I have 100 food, but this 100 food will only get transformed into 300 rations, and 300 rations aren't gonna last long. So I gotta produce more raw food, like catching animals and doing more expeditions. I'm gonna put 2 huts. I'm gonna get them a road. And also I'm gonna need to do a cookhouse. Okay, cookhouse always has problems with the heating. The people in this building have to be always connected to the outer ring, to this outer ring of the generator. Okay, let's see where we can put this. Maybe here. Let's put it here. I don't know if a house will will be enough here. So if I have here and here, another house is not gonna fit in this ring. So I'm gonna put it here. Let's see. I'm gonna put this. This has taken some resources. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just put it like this. Okay. 2, 3. Okay, this should be enough for a house. Thanks for the follow, Kinep. KJNep1. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's see. So I got the faster gathering. Now everything is gonna gather better. Okay. Now that the day has ended, what we're gonna have to do is first start the generator, because this is pretty important to not have a lower temperature at night. It says in this area as well. There are a lot of interesting things here, but it's only basic stuff that I'm telling you right now. Okay, let's add new research. Let's see what we can do. Sawmill, steelworks. Since they are telling me I have to go into an expedition to save the husband and child of that woman, I'm gonna go with the beacon next. Although I would have done hunter's gears first. Let's go with beacon. Okay, this is pretty important to be done as fast as possible, so it's gonna be ready under 2 hours. This is gonna take a little bit. Research potential it's 100%, but if you build another workshop, you can raise this by I think 20 or 30%, depending on the research. Okay. So now people usually are starting to get sick a little bit because they worked in the snow, and they are also building at night. The moment you start building at night, it's gonna be easier for people to get sick. So I'm gonna unassign 5 engineers from the coal pile, because the engineers are a very scarce resource. These are the normal workers and these are the engineer people. Okay, the engineer people, I'm gonna have, let's see, so I have 5 assigned here. I'm gonna have another 5 assigned just in case people are starting to get sick. And then the last people are gonna be in this pile. So I'm gonna take them out from this pile and I'm gonna get them with this to finish up faster gathering this exact box. Since the cold is coming pretty quickly, I'm gonna go with a gathering point. Once they are ready with what they are doing, I'm gonna try and do a gathering point the next day. I think the next night, in the second day, at the end of the day. Okay, I need some people to cook the food. I'm gonna get from, let's see where there are already a few. So I need more people on the coal pile. I'm gonna get the engineers to cook all the food that I have, the raw food. The more people you put into the cookhouse, the more people are gonna cook faster and more. But more is not necessarily about quantity, it's about how fast it's produced. Because from 100 portions, you can only get 4 food rations from 2 raw food. So for every 1 raw food, you get 2 portions. You're gonna only get 200 portions, and I already have 80 people. 15 are not working because they are children, and children eat the food, but they do not produce anything, as I didn't use any of these child labor safe jobs to be employed in the safe jobs like gathering and stuff like that. Okay, let's resume the time. You have to really you have to be really careful on what you post, what you gather, what you do. Always be very careful about the events that are happening and get adaptive. Okay, I'm gonna post here some workers once this is done. Okay, this is gonna severely cripple my economy if I'm gonna put everyone gathering food. I'm only gonna use one, but I need it to be built, the second one. As you can see, the visible map, it's quite good, so there's no problem. It's livable, comfortable, there's no problems anywhere at the moment. I'm gonna have some problems when it's gonna be at 2 levels drop down. Okay, so let's go with the next thing. These houses should be built by tonight and people are gonna go into their houses. As you can see, I'm gonna put a pause a little bit. These playing are the children and they do not produce anything, so they are just idling at the moment, but I'm gonna put them to good use. Child labor force. So I got the first sick, very low risk of falling ill. This is the standard menu of the employee of any human that you have. So it's home where it lives, and if you press on the other one, it's the workplace. It's gonna show you exactly where he's going to the workplace. Once you press on any of the workers, you can see exactly a full stats of everything that is gonna be a concern for him, what is the activity he's doing right now, his health, if he's gonna fall ill or not, where is his home, his status right now, no issues at the moment, the workplace, and you can see the temperature in the left and in the right depending on the location. The family, you can see the family here, the children and the spouse. This is practically the whole status page of the person. You can even click to rename if you want to rename your let's say this is gonna be named Pimple Man Sorrow Face. This human will be severely depressed by this name probably. Okay, so you can always see when you have 1 day or lower, you can always see here how much coal you have left at this status in Steam level 1. If you keep going at it without gathering any more additional coal, you're always gonna get this quantity that you're gonna see here. Okay, so now I have houses for everybody. There's no discontent, people are content. The discontent bar is gonna greatly rise if you do something that adversely affects them. The hope is it gets affected massively if you have let's say a death in the city, like a suspicious death, or you did a controversial law that leads to a suspicious death. Let's say if someone is working in this cookhouse, a child works here, and he gets burned, and from the injuries he dies. You're gonna get your hope severed like half or more. Okay, so now I have available a new law to be introduced. The law doesn't get affected by anything. This is just a timer that once every a few hours you can post a new law. You can never post a law more than I think 12 hours or something like that consecutively. Okay, so let's address the part with the children. So in the more advanced scenarios, I usually go with safe jobs because it's easier to just put the kids to work and, you know, child labor and all that stuff. And this time, because it's the first mission, is gonna be a little bit easier. I'm gonna go with children will be safer, they will stay in the shelter. I'm gonna have to build a shelter for them. And then the most important stuff is gonna be this medic apprentices or engineer apprentices, and I'm gonna go with medic. Of course, medicine is the worst in this game because I'm gonna show you for this one. Let's say this one is in treatment. I'm gonna select him. He has a very low risk of falling ill, but he's already ill. He's in treatment, everything is fine at the moment. But if you go on the patients, it's gonna say, let's say this one, Thomas Pepley, a child, is gonna be recovered in 1 day. After these two going to treatment are gonna arrive there, you're gonna see how much it's gonna take for them to recover. Okay, I'm getting really low on coal, but I'll... Okay, another thing that I'm gonna give you a tip about. You can never cycle a human through the same buildings. So let's say today I put you gathering wood crates. Once you gather crates, you know, you've worked for 8 hours, you go home, you want to rest. But if I stop you from resting and I assign you to this building, and you're gonna practically come from here directly to here, this person will be severely tired, and the workers that is saying going to hunt are gonna say going to rest, and people aren't going to actually go for a hunt, they are going to rest for the next day. So you cannot cycle the people like you put them here, they work 8 hours, you put them here, they work 8 hours and then the rest. Is not working like that. Okay, let's see what we have assigned at the moment. You can always select this and they're gonna show you what is currently working and assigned. So I'm gonna use these 5 people for the food creation. Once I got maximum food created, I can empty out this building. There's nothing to do in the cookhouse anymore, and these are people who just idle. So let's go with child shelters first.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
20 wood, 5 steel. I only have 5 steel, so I'm gonna have to start gathering that too. So I have 15 of those, 10. I'm gonna leave 10 on coal. And I'm not gonna get too much time before the level will significantly drop. Okay. Let's see how it goes. The people are gonna start work very soon, and I really like the lines they tell you every time the bell whistles to get you into work. You're gonna hear it at 8. If you have any suggestion on how the sound is, you know, set up, like the music is too loud, my voice is too loud, the game's sound is too loud or something like that, you can tell me and we can try to verify what is happening, and if there's any problem I can just modify it. So since it's 20 degrees outside, minus 20 degrees, everything is fine, there's no need for heating anymore, so I can just close the heating once the shifts start, because the people aren't going to go into the houses anymore, they are going to work, and the workplace usually shows what exactly is happening. I have 3 sick people that are in treatment at the moment, about 19 hours, 18 hours until they get recovered. From time to time they will leave work and go to this patient tab, and then they're gonna get treatment. So the treatment is kinda getting on their schedules. Okay, I'm gonna shut down the generator now because there's nothing to be done with the coal. This is just gonna consume coal without a reason. Okay, so the beacon is researching. This is probably gonna be ready at the end of day. I have to go with the child shelter next. The child shelter has very good heating level 2 heating. So I'm gonna put here on the lower side all the industrial zone, all the industrial buildings, and then on the top side I'm gonna do everything regarding the placement of the houses, the well-beings of the people. You're gonna see a little bit forward what I can do to improve the people's well-beings. Okay, let's put this. This is not dependent on anything, this is not producing anything, this is just a place for people to stay in, for children more exactly to stay in. Let's see where we can put this. Let's put it here. Have to bind it to a road. Okay, I have a lot of time to build this. It's like 2 days, so I'm gonna put it on hold at the moment since it's not urgent. As you can see, the food rations are very fast produced, so 5 people are more than enough to do a lot of rations very fast. I'm gonna do the maximum rations available, and then I'm gonna get them out of the building. You can also see how much ration will this building produce. So this specific building will produce 15 a day, and that means 30 rations. As you can see, 2 buildings like this cannot sustain my whole economy, because 80 people is more than this can produce as rations. This is gonna be 30, and double it, it's 60. So 20 people will not have something to eat if I keep this going. Okay, at the moment I have everything that I need. Let's see if there's anything left. No, I'm gonna gather some steel in order to build those buildings that I need, the gathering points. So let's move around some people. These are gonna remain here. 15 people here. I'm gonna take this 10. Then gonna move them here. Once they are done with the rations too, I'm gonna move these people at the steel too. The beacon is almost ready, but the beacon will take a lot of materials. I think it's 40 wood. Okay, this is gonna be constructed at night. While the generator is shutting down, you can see here how much the generator is left, the heat. While it's going down, you still have heat for this area. So even if you shut it down, let's say from level 4, the whole time you're gonna lower the heat, you're gonna have the heat corresponding to the level at what it is. Okay, so nothing to do for the cookhouse. I'm gonna put them get steel. As you can see, it's 20%, 40% going to each 7. The heating is off, the generator is down. Okay, this is planned, so there's no problem. The workers, as you can see here, go into rest after the hunt, so there's nothing that I can make them do during the day. Okay, I have the beacon technology. It's 35 steel, so that's gonna be quite a lot to gather. I'm gonna put something else to let's see, something to research. Let's make hunter gear. I need food to be a permanent feature for me. I'm gonna unpause this because there's no one available to build it. They will build it as soon as they finish work with other things. 129. Okay, so I have enough resources for the gathering. Let's see, coal, iron ore, coal. So I'm gonna need some wood and steel. This is the best place to put a gathering post. Gonna put it as close as I can. Okay, this should be good. So I won't spend a lot on the road here. Okay, let's make it like this and then like this. I have to spend as little as resources as I can possibly do. Just 1 second, I have to do something really quick. Chat highlight, okay. Yeah, sorry for taking so long. Just 1 bit, please. Okay, almost done. Okay, let's go back to the game. Okay, so things are pretty good. Fight the cold. How much I have of this? Turn the generator on. Stockpile some coal. Wood crates depleted. Okay. So I have these wood crates are gone. I'm gonna have to put them to do something else. Let's get these ones. So I have a ton of food at the moment. It's about 2 days and this is gonna produce a little bit more. You can see a statistic with the economy right here. If you have any problem. So coal management, coal consumption is 0 because the generator is not started, but you're gonna see that once I start it, it's gonna take some. Production balance, the wood is coming in well, plus 65 per day. Steel is plus 50 a day. Raw food, this is not, you're not seeing it here because it's not started with the hunter's hut and everything. The night didn't come yet. Okay, 3 cities in treatment, 0 deaths, housing status, livable, everything, so there's no problem. Okay, once the night starts, I'm gonna start the generator. Every time you start the generator, it's gonna take you 6 coal just to turn on this steam level. Now they will build the remaining buildings that I gave them a... let's see. I'm gonna put another one here together this. This is gonna be coal and steel, and here we have some crates, so all of the resources are covered when the chill will come. I have 24 hours left. Okay. Build a child shelter. These are the missions on the left. Child shelter, 2 days. Let's see. So everything seems fine at the moment. There doesn't seem to be a problem. Okay. Let's just wait out the night. There's nothing that I can do at the moment. I can speed forward it, but I wouldn't do that because I usually keep a track on all these things. Okay, I can introduce a new law, the adaptation law. Okay. I don't think I have the other option yet. No, only adaptation. So I'm gonna go with medic apprentices or engineer apprentices, depending on what is the problem in the society at the moment. So children from child shelters will help at medical facilities raising their efficiency, or children from child shelters will help at workshops speeding up research. I can either go with the research or with the medic, but I like getting people healthy more often than just speeding up like a little bit more. So this is a one-time thing that you can only do it once. once you choose it, there's no going back to do it again. I'm gonna go with medic apprentices.
New law. A new law has passed.
Okay, once I got this, let's get through the night. The hope rises as I fulfill the request for the child shelter to be built. As you can see, there's a little bit of hope that increased, but this hope, if someone dies for example, will decrease by 70% or something like that. Okay, these are fine at the moment. Once the third day starts, I'm gonna have a whole day where I can gather and do everything as normal, but after that I'm really gonna need some gathering points. So let's fast forward it just a little bit for the night to pass faster. Let's hope not much of the people will get sick. Less than an hour, 2 hours, 1 hour. Okay, another one got sick, another one got healed, another one got sick. So I have 5. Now it's 5 out of 5. If someone else gets sick, they will just stay at the door. There's nothing that I can do for them. But fortunately, this is less than an hour. So now I have 3 sick again. 4 sick. 5 sick. Let's hope it's not the 5th one as well. Oh, the 6th one. The 6th one is not doesn't have a spare bed available. Okay, let's see exactly what's happening with this. Now they are gonna start work soon, so let's set up some gathering point. So this coal is gonna be gathered by this. I'm gonna move them here, so I don't have anything working on the piles themselves. I only have people that are working from this house gathering the piles. I'm gonna get this. A very important aspect that you can find regarding this one. So once you get a gathering point set up and full, they are gonna gather with priority the closest resource that you're gonna see. I don't know if it's gonna be steel or boxes because they seem equally closer. But I think steel is gonna be the priority. This will prioritize always the closer pile first. It's not depending on what it is, it's the closer one. Okay, so I have enough rations for 2 days at the moment. Let's see where are people assigned. 15, 15, 5, 5. There's some people in this pile as well. I'm gonna lower these 5 engineers and make them gather this. Okay, now they are gonna gather these 2 faster. Okay.
Work time. Get moving.
So people are starting to work. So this is getting 10 coal an hour and 2.8 an hour still. I'm gonna have to speed up the call because I seem to be getting really low on that. I need to fulfill the quest as well. So as you can see, there's 2 sick absences and they are in treatment. These people are not working right now. Okay, if there's anything that I can find here. $56. Okay, let's construct an additional gathering point for coal. And I should do another one for these two. Thanks for the follow, TB. I appreciate it. Thanks for the like. Okay. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna do a gathering point again. 15 wood. I'm gonna move these guys over to the pile so I can get more wood faster. I have to set a technology as well, so that's gonna set me up a little bit. Let's go with... Since the plates are going a little bit, let's see. So 2 levels. Thanks for the follow, TB. Let's put in a technology 3 for either heaters. Let's see what's the temperature. I'm gonna shut it off for a bit to just save coal. And cookhouse. What is the temperature in the cookhouse? Comfortable, so this should be good with 2 levels down. But what is the temperature here? Livable. Livable is gonna be a little bit bad. Let's go with sawmill as I need the wood really. Okay, everything is working fine at the moment. I have a lot of hope and no discontent. The rations are slowly draining. I'm gonna get more people soon. But I really need to build a beacon. 20 with 35. A note of thanks. We just wanted to thank you. Back in London, it was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. In this new world you're creating, we can see things will be different. Hopes rise slightly. Okay. Come on, faster with the wood. Okay, beacon. Let's post it in the industrial area. I'm gonna put it here. Okay, so this is good. This is good. Stockpile. Do I get to stockpile sufficient coal? I hope so. Yeah, I'm gonna get to 200 before the day ends. 44, 38, 89, 29. Okay, so I did the mission, the main mission at the moment. The generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. Now, food. There will be no city if we starve to death. Secure a way to provide raw food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. That it's already done, so I already got a hope increase. People from our convoy. With basic resources secure for now, we can try to rescue the people we left behind. Build a beacon, scout Frostland, and save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. You'll need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings. Okay, I did the workshop. The beacon is being built at night only. And then I have to rescue the survivors of the lost expedition. Okay, so everything looks fine for now. I'm gonna start the generator in about 1 hour. The temperature overlay looks fine. You can see the people here working. Okay, so the coal gathering is going really well. I'm gonna get these people from the coal pile and I'm gonna move them back to the steel. Although I will do a gathering point here as close as I can. And then bind it with a road. The heating is off, the generator is down. I'm gonna start the generator so they can have heat. There's also a thing that you can do. This is just let's say a temporary solution that you can do it just for a limited, very limited time. You can go to the generator and you can press the overdrive button. Now it's not accessible because the Steam level 1 has to be fully activated. Now it's starting up. So now I can press on overdrive, and the overdrive basically mimics the level 2 heat. So now I have you can see this is level 1, and if I had level 2 from before, I can go like this, and now I have a greater heat power. But you only use this very scarcely, because the generator stress level, once it arrives at 100%, it explodes, your mission is over, you're dead. Your city is done. So there's nothing that you can do anymore. The overdrive is very, very useful in the regions that you're gonna drop 2 levels like this. You can see here 2 levels down. Okay, so I have people gathering, people building. We're gonna see the beacon ready really quick. The gathering post, and I would need another gathering post for these 2 piles of coal. And also I'm gonna need to build to get some people in the kitchen. We're no longer lost and blind. From now on, our people will be able to survey the icy barrens, the Frostland. Okay, so this is the Frostland. There's nothing discovered. The only thing that you can do right now is go to one of these points, and once you get there, you can always go further. Further points will be available for exploration, but not for now, because I'm in greatly need for some people. I think I need 5 people and 40 woods. Yeah, so that's gonna be quite a lot together. Most probably this is gonna get me some people once I get there, so it's gonna be practically an investment that I can do from now on. I'm gonna get these people from here because they work in the snow, and these piles are chilly and chilly. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Collector. Okay, once we found this this gathering point is full, ready to search. People cheer as the giant observation balloon soars above the city. This is a real feat. Everyone feels proud of the work they've done to make it happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go looking for our lost people in Frostland. The woman who came forward earlier is among them. We needed a win. Yes, we really needed a win. Okay, let's put some people in this gathering point as well. Now we're really gonna gather with high efficiency. Once you post a gathering point it's practically the how do you call it, the efficiency of these two piles gathered together. So you double your efficiency with just one gathering point. You can gather twice as fast than putting 15 people here, 15 people here. Okay, once this is done, I'm gonna have to put some people into the kitchen, and also I'm gonna have to create some food rations because people are really digging into the rations and I don't produce much. So there's this one is full, this one is full, this one is full, this one is full. So I have everything planned out for the moment. The heat is holding out strong. Okay. So I'm gonna need 40 wood. This is gonna be a little bit hard to obtain, but once this sawmill is gonna get done, it will be easier. My main problem now seems to be the sick people. So let's see the efficiency. How much time do I have until the next law? It's 8 hours. Okay. So let's extra rations or overcrowding. This will be the next step. It's either provide sick people with extra rations to recover faster, or double the capacity of beds. This will really help you to have a lower account of medical care systems, and this is gonna be much easier for you to manage the people that are, you know, huddling over getting sick and getting faster recovered. Usually I vote for overcrowding, but it only depends on the situation. If you're really in a pinch, the overcrowding thing can really help you, can really save you at the moment. But these two people are gonna be healed in about 2 hours, so even if people get sick right now, you're gonna move them to the available beds. And I have available, if these two get healed, I'm gonna have 4 beds available. 3 beds available. 2 beds available. I hope this is the last one, there's not one more. Okay, this is pretty good at the moment. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Until the day starts. Brace yourselves. The cold is coming. And this is inoperative at the moment. While it's inoperative, there's nothing that they can do for the sick people. So I'm gonna have to do something about it. I'm gonna get those engineers out and move them here to do something so the efficiency is not lost. Okay, this is gathering 4 wood an hour and this 5 wood an hour. Okay, sawmill researched. I'm gonna need 10 wood. Okay, I have 10 wood. Let's start with the area that not adjacent to street. This will destroy resources. Let's put it here, or I'm gonna try to efficientize it as much as possible without spending too much on the road as well. This will destroy resources, so it's not good here. Okay, first I'm gonna put it here and then I'm gonna destroy it and build it again. And this is pretty important to be made as fast as possible, so I'm gonna take out the engineers so they go and build this building right now. Now I need wood in order to research the next thing. Come on, 10. Okay, now I have 10. I'm gonna research heaters. I can give out a new law again. Okay, fighting arena, cemetery, corpse disposal. Overcrowding or extra rations. Okay, I'll go with overcrowding. I wanna play it safe because the food, I don't know how much it will last and I don't have an overflow of food.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
Okay, the only problem that I have right now is as soon as possible to get this medical post under construction. So I'm gonna dismantle this building. I have to build it closer to the inner circle of the generator. Come on with the wood already. I'm gonna move it here. After they finish this, they should build a medical center. I'm gonna put this on hold. The dismantling is the last thing they should do. I'm gonna see if I can build these things faster. All this time that these people are not getting treatment, there's a big chance they will die soon if they don't get treatment. Wood crate depleted. Okay. I'm gonna put the people back here and I'm gonna leave 5. Not 5. I'm gonna leave 10. In fact, I'll leave this like this. And I don't have enough wood. Nice. How much will this give me? 19 wood. I don't know if it's enough, but I think it will be. Yeah, it will be. It's gonna be a stretch. But I'm not gonna dismantle this, or let's not dismantle it. Let's make it operational and let's activate the heater so the people get here the medical care they need, so they don't stay out in the cold. Going to treatment, okay, until this one is constructed. How much until this one is depleted? 11. I'm almost out of steel as well, so I really need to make steelworks. Come on, build faster. So by day 4 I'm pretty well developed as an industrial city. Okay, now I have enough coal to keep this running for little. once the temperature is at minus 40 degrees, you can see the map now it's cold in these areas, so I have to keep getting the generator on even during the day. Okay, so I'm gonna move these people in this one, and I'm gonna dismantle this one, and now I need 5 working people. So these 5 are gonna go into this, into the beacon. Okay, now I can build the scout team. The scout team will go to the Lost Expedition. The one that has a yellow point is the mission. Okay, so now I have to survive the cold until I get the temperature rise in 1 day. I just have to keep pumping the heat through the main generator. I'm gonna have to assign people to this sawmill as well. So let's get 5 people from here and move them here. This is cold, I'm gonna use the heater as well. The heater only works when people are inside, and it's gonna take me 1 coal per hour per building. So if I go with this will only use while they are heating the place. 5 people, 10 people. I want them to finish as soon as possible so I can use these 10 people for something else. Okay. So everything seems to be done for this night. Let's fast forward it a bit. As you can see, there's already a sick, but since I use this, overcrowding. Using the extra capacity will cause discontent, but the capacity of medical facilities is doubled. So there's gonna be in this building, as you can see, there's 6 out of 10 beds. People are gonna be discontent because it's cold at home at the moment, but once the temperature rises, this will lower. And I'm gonna really need to pump up the food rations. The food rations are getting really low. Overcrowded medical facilities because it's getting full, and I already have 2 people that aren't doing anything regarding the treatment. 3 people. So let's see, they're gonna get ready in quite a lot, so I have to do something about this. I'm gonna build a secondary medical post closer to the inner ring. We are doing fine, all things considered. We can keep going like this for a while, I'd say. Sure, but not really. We're gonna die soon if we keep this up. We really need people. And meanwhile, you can see here the timer on the right. You can see it right here. It's almost done getting to the expedition. Okay, now the day starts.
Work time. Get moving.
This is getting 5 an hour. So in 2 hours this pile will be done. This is getting really low. Survivors. A happy reunion. We entered the camp, appearing out of the driving snow. A choir of excited voices welcome us. Thank God you found us. We had been wandering for days until we couldn't go on any longer. Soon we'd begin to starve. Children and adults surround us, packed and ready to go. I have discovered additional sites, Gloomy Cave and Sturdy Shelter. I can escort the survivors to the city, and this will make the road twice as fast, because when you return on the same road that you came on, you know the road back, and you walk faster, you know the routes, you know everything, so it's gonna be much faster when you escort the survivors to the city back than send the survivors to the city. But if you send the survivors to the city, it will take longer, and some of them may die during the road. Escort the survivors to the city. So the previous road was lasting for 11 hours, now it lasts for 5 hours and a half. This is almost done. I'm gonna soon delete this, and I'm gonna use the 10 people. And this as well. So enough with the gathering points at the moment. Coal pile depleted. And this is gonna be done in a second. Gathering point depleted. So this is no gatherable resources in range. I'm gonna dismantle the post just to get the resources back. Dismantle the street. I'm gonna get by dismantling the street I also get wood back, and this one is gonna be finished. No gatherable resources again. Dismantle. I don't need to dismantle street. There's nothing to dismantle at the moment because this one is using the street. I'm gonna put this to good use. I'm gonna use some people here until they use all the raw food, and the rest of the people I'm gonna make them gather. Let's see, 5 people here, so 5 people, it's okay. I'm gonna have to build another medical post very soon. The 2 sick patients aren't getting treatment, and it's gonna take 7 hours until something will open up. I need to fill this up as well. So I'm gonna try and force this together as soon as possible and not take people from here. Okay, I got some dismantling resources. I'm gonna do a medical post, as I said. Gonna post it here. As you can see, once I got to adaptation, medic apprentices, people helping in the medic, children helping into the medic tents, the efficiency of this workplace has received a 20% increase. Kids helping out, 20% increase. So we're good at the moment. The only thing that needs to be built as fast as possible is this. Only 3 people. Okay, we're done with the cooking house. I'll just leave one so the other people can construct this faster. Okay, so I have 20 normal people, 9 engineers, and 4 children. Let's see how we can organize them. I'm gonna fill up the food stuff and then the wood stuff. And then the coal pile should wait. I'm gonna put only engineers so they're warm. I'm gonna use the heater as well. It's quite cold. The people are coming. We'll look for others. Okay, so the people are that explore the Frostland are just waiting. Let's send them to another expedition. Let's see what we can find. Crash site, gloomy cave, sturdy shelter. 22 hours together, 20 hours together, 15 hours together. Oh, let's go to crash site. This is closer. Now I have 35 homeless people, so I'm gonna have to rectify that as soon as possible. Okay, so they found a trail. Let's see exactly. Let's go back. They just left, so it's pretty okay. If you want a tip regarding the traveling in Frostland, you can always go to your city first because it's gonna be lower. It's gonna get in 10 minutes. It's gonna return twice as fast. And now you send it where it had to. So from 24 hours it went to 22 hours with 1 hour to spare. Okay, steelworks researched. I'm gonna research this until I'm gonna make more resources. The steam hub will propagate the heat from this, and I can propagate this heat anywhere on the map with that device. Still works. 25 wood. Come on, build this faster. Steel wreckage depleted. So only wood is left. Perfect. I'm gonna have to do steelworks as well. There's only 2 places where I can put the steelworks, here and here. So I'm gonna move. That's quite a lot of wood to be wasted on the road. Come on, build it faster. Staying in a child shelter, going to work. Okay, there's nothing to do with the food anymore.
Gather your tools.
I'll just have to build another hunter's hut soon. Unfortunately, I'm gonna cancel this, and I'm gonna do 3 houses because housing is much more important than the steel factory. I'm gonna put this here and here and here. And 0 wood. Nice. God damn it. Let's see if I can get this 2 wood. And issue solved. So it's pretty good right now. I'm gonna put some people into the medical center so people get the proper adequate 24 total. Why not 25? Okay. But now I have 115 people and I'm really low on food. Food is gonna last lower than a day. Less than a day. And I also don't have one house for the remaining people. I'm gonna have to pump up these numbers. There's nothing to dismantle, nothing to remove. I'll just have to wait it out. There's 13. Wood, 2 wood. Okay, let's get this built. So this is gonna produce 20 with 20, 40 with 40, it's 80. So this food is not gonna last long unless I build another one. Come on, build faster. I'm gonna fast forward a bit, give out a new law. Okay, since I am quite in a trouble with the soup, I'm gonna go with soup. I can either go with soup or food additives. So food additives is you add sodas to meals to make them more filling. Not exactly tasty or healthy. They will fall ill if they eat sawdust meat. And soup we just cook in a big cauldron and it's gonna last more, but it's gonna be less filling. I'm gonna go with soup just at the moment, and then I can take it out of the menu once
everyone, new law is signed.
Once I get a better grip on the food situation. The people are almost fully housed. Okay, the last one is housed, so it's pretty good. But people are getting sick and hungry at the same time. So I'll see how this goes. I'm gonna have at least 20 sick, I think, at the end of the day. We'll see. Gonna fast forward a little bit. There's nothing to be done anymore. Cold at home, controversial law, overcrowded medical facilities. Okay, 10 sick. I'm good so far. Okay, there's no problem at the moment, and I'm gonna get a heat increase in a second. $17, 19. I have 19 sick. Let's hope these children are doing a good job in the child shelters. Children not in child shelters 4. Okay, so I have 19 children and they can only accommodate, I have to build another child shelter. $20 wood, 5 steel. Goddamn wood. This game is a little bit stressing sometimes, but not all the time. $8 an hour. Okay, let's do another sawmill because this is starting to get bad on the wood side. Okay, and also a child shelter. Let's see if I have any heaters turned on. Sawmill. They can work in a chilly weather. Gathering point. They can work in a chilly weather. Come on, Steam Hub. Oh my god, I have 19 sick already. This is quite a slope. It's very easy to fall into the extremes. Okay, no raw food. I can take out the workers and make them do something else. Okay, Steam Hub researched. I'm gonna need 50 for the next research. 50 drawing boards. This is just gonna allow me to get on the second level of upgrades. Now I can build with 20 steel any place that can accommodate some heat. So probably I'm gonna have to build one for these houses that you can see here. But first I'm gonna build some roads so I can cover as much as possible. Put one here, just like this, so it gets those houses. Okay, I got the scouts, steam core, food rations, wood, explore. The trail leads to another city. Steel bridge. Okay. Wood crates depleted, gathering post depleted. There's nothing to be gathered. Dismantle and dismantle street. I'm also gonna build a sawmill right here, so it has access to all the wood and is closer. I'm gonna disassemble this one, but after it finishes a little bit more of the wood around. And my coal will really get a bump on the consumption once this is built, because this is a high area where it's covered. It melted the snow instantly, and now it's providing heat to all of this area. So at this moment, this one is chilly, this one is livable. But at night it really counts. Okay, let's see the next law. I can do a care house. Care house usually is for amputees and people severely ill. They can just rest here, they eat half rations, and the hope will rise slightly. I don't think it's a necessity at the moment. I'll just go with emergency shift. This is an emergency shift that is very dangerous to use, because you finish up your work and I can call you to work again, double shift, but this could kill you. This could cause heart attacks for the people working in the buildings, exactly like in reality as well. The stress killing you out. So I'm gonna sign this, but not to use it, but to get to this extended shift that you can see above it. The extended shift is gonna allow you a few more hours at the start, 2 more hours at the start, 2 more hours at the end of the shift to be added. And this will never kill your people, but it will cause discontent if you just leave it on for a long period of time. So I'll sign emergency shift first, and then I'll go for this, for extended shift. The extended shift extend any work day in any facility to 14 hours. This will be very, very valuable for the workshop. Okay, this is getting built. This is getting built. This is getting disassembled in half an hour when the shift is over. I have 100 rations for 115 people. So I'm gonna also have to get a new hunter house. No, I will not put it here. I will put it around here. Let's make it the continuation of this. Okay. I'm gonna see if I get some from disassembling this. Cold homes. Let's hit some homes. Hitting one of the cold homes within 2 days, then keep them heated for 2 days. Let's keep hitting them. Okay, we're gonna do something like this. I'm gonna build here a house. I'm gonna wait for it to be built, then I'm gonna disassemble a house and use the remaining wood to construct the second house into the zone, so I can have everything heated. Captain, when facing demands, remember this: people usually look for the quicker solution, not the best one. You don't have to agree to everything they ask for. If you fix the problem your way, it's fine. I'll bear that in mind. I hear you, Lenats. I'll see what I can do. Happens constantly. I didn't know this happens. Let me check for a second what exactly is happening with the Twitch one. One second please, while I check this. Yeah, it seems to be a buffering issue. I don't see exactly the setting that it's not working good, but I'm gonna check it right now while I'm playing. I've already consulted the support for this software, and I'm waiting for their answer. Yeah, I see. I understand, Lenats. Thank you for pointing this out. I didn't see this unless you told me. Okay. On YouTube, I think there's no problem. From what I see on YouTube, there's no problem. On Trovo, doesn't seem to be any issue. Yeah, everything is working fine. Let's see on Facebook. Be any issue. On Facebook it's working fine, so the only problem is Twitch somehow. I'm checking it right now. Thanks for pointing it out. Okay, I found an automaton. I'm gonna leave you to read the text if you want. I'll check 1 second. Okay, a functional automaton. Send it to the city or dismantle it. It would have been a good choice if I would leave it like this, functional. Turn off and out automaton and dismantle it to get. Okay, let's send it to the city. We programmed the automaton and sent it on its way. As it disappeared in the distance, walking steadily towards our city, the first wisps of snow started to settle on the bridge. I'll go to the weather station as per the quest. Deserted bridge. Finding the bridge to Winterholm proved that we're on the right track, but raised question. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? There are logical explanations to it, but people are growing anxious. So let's assign some people here. We're gonna do a ton of wood at the moment. I am currently checking what is happening on Twitch and why I have these issues with the non-stop loading screen. Okay, so from what I see, there's no response yet, but I'll keep on watch on Twitch to see exactly. Meanwhile, Lenats, if you wanna follow me on any other page, you can use this one. I can give you a link. 1 second. Okay, so at the moment I know I have a problem with the Twitch stream, but I'm currently trying to solve it. Secure at least livable living conditions. Okay, let's go with tent. tent. 1 out of 2, and then I'll dismantle the building after this. I'm gonna build that one.
The work shift starts.
I just have to provide some information. 1 second. Virtual. Okay. Okay, let's make some food. I really need to make some food for the rest of the people. I'm gonna do a law. I am the law. Extend the shift. I'm gonna sign it, and then I'm gonna move this under the extended shift. This will work from 6 to 8. Okay, the discontent is getting pretty bad, but I have to keep pushing forward until I get more resources. The tent is building. I'm almost done with the make homes livable. 5 hours. This has to complete under 5 hours, or I'm gonna lose hope. How many workers are here? 2 workers. Okay, I'll stop this one and I'll get more workers on it. Okay, now I have 12. Come on, build faster. 3 hours left. Build faster. I don't want to lose this quest. I'll put one more here. Oh my god, I have 19 already. Less than an hour. Okay. Now it's okay on the 6 side. 7 hours, 9 hours is gonna be pretty okay. And this one, 2 hours left. Nice. Keep houses warmed. Okay, so I'll just fill this back up. And I put one in here to make food. I almost got the people getting to the new quest. Steam forcing coal. Okay, winter hole. Next one. The search for other cities, abandoned station. There is a report from the weather station has got people talking. They're frightened that such an important facility has apparently abandoned. Some are starting to wonder whether the evacuation from London was a good idea. A few are lamenting openly. I know we shouldn't have come. At least London had real homes, not tents and wooden shacks. The hope got lower again. Okay, now I really got some wood. I'm gonna have to build something. So one child shelter so I can get more kids in there. Okay, steelworks. I didn't make a steelwork so far, so I'm gonna build both of them just to be built. I'm gonna build a road for them.
Workday ends. It's off time.
Okay, it's off time, but this will continue to work. As you can see, 84%, 85%. This will work until 20 because it's only on an extended shift. Okay, I'm gonna get these two constructed. This will resolve in 2 days, so it's gonna finish up before the temperature will drop. But this coal is quickly getting picked, so I'm gonna do another gathering point for the other one. Okay, I built this only for it to be built. It's not something that I'm gonna use, both of them. But I'm gonna equip some people there. I'm gonna destroy this sawmill, since it doesn't do anything interesting. Now I got the children in the shelter as well. All the children are safe. I'm gonna put 10 here to produce more steel. And these people are currently going on to a hunt. These are all hunters. Okay, 1 second please. Okay. So everything is going according to plan for now. Gonna need some people for this sawmill. So I'm gonna move this after they collect everything. I'm gonna lower this by 3 people, this lower by 3 people, and I'm gonna put 6 people in here. Okay, so I have another law. I'm gonna restart the stream. Sorry for this, but I need to check the stream is fine. Can you please check? The stream is fine here. Okay. It seems I'm forced to lower the the resolution from 140/40p to 180. 1 second. Unfortunately, I will have to stop the stream and I will start it right back again. It's not gonna be long, it's just gonna take a second. I'll be right back.